Hello everybody, Brad here today. Welcome back to Project Hospital and a massive welcome to the brand new Infectious Diseases DLC for Project Hospital. Thank you very much to Oxymoron Games for letting me have a key to the game early. Now, as you can see, we are in a different hospital here today for our first look of this new DLC. Now, this is the hospital that comes with the DLC. I think it's called Big Hospital Infectious Diseases. Now, we're in this hospital because my realistic hospital uses lots of mods and it was causing lots of bugs when I went into the saved game. So we're staying here until those mods are sorted out. And what we're going to be doing today is having a real first look at the DLC and seeing exactly how patients move through that department, seeing what staff we need, and then seeing what kind of diseases and infections we are going to have to treat. So please remember to subscribe down below if you are new here, and that's the best way to keep updated with brand new Project Hospital content. And we are going to be covering the game as ever very extensively, especially in these very exciting times with a brand new DLC. Please feel free to smash the like button as well. So this is the Infectious Diseases department within this hospital, so we're not going to have to build anything, and I really want to focus on the gameplay today. And then as soon as those mods are back online, we can really start working on incorporating this department into our realistic hospital, and then we can maybe start a new series, whatever guys, whatever. We're basically going to be playing a lot of Project Hospital. So this is Infectious Diseases. Boom! Look, brand new icon into the game. So Infectious Diseases. So for the clinic, and we've got a brand new room type as well. So this yellow room is biohazard area. Very, very pertinent at the moment with the world situation with COVID-19. So biohazard areas you can only enter if you're wearing a protective face mask and gloves. So that's going to be really interesting to see how patients move through these areas. Very interesting indeed. Because as you can see, so this bit is green, so you can walk in here, but you cannot enter any of these yellow rooms if you don't have a face mask or gloves. So for our clinic, we need 2 DID offices, which are over here. And these are infectious disease offices, which represents the outpatient clinical office for simple examinations and treatments. And it requires 1 epidemiologist. So very exciting. A new staff type in a way. It's a doctor with an epidemiology specialism. Then you need all the standard things: waiting rooms, receptions, cleaning closets. So that's all fairly standard. Now, hospitalisation is where we have these yellow rooms. So diagnostic unit, which provides the examination and treatment procedures for the hospitalised patients. That is based on an on-call epidemiologist. Then we have these isolation units down here. So we have separate isolation units with a corridor going down the middle, which is all a biohazard area. Now, these isolation units are separate wards which are used to isolate patients suffering from infectious diseases and to prevent spreading pathogens. Very, very important, especially at the moment. It's very interesting how this has coincided, the coming out of this DLC with very pertinent global issues. And then we've got the cardiography unit, which is a diagnostic unit that provides various examination methods and tests related to the human cardiovascular system. Then we have rooms just like normal: on-call room, nurses station, regular ward. So what we're going to do is we're going to staff this up. So let's staff it up. So let's get some doctors here in the day. So we need epidemiologists, which is going to do for us automatically. But let's really make sure that we've got doctors here who are really at the forefront of advanced diagnosis. So let's go for Richard Lopez. We'll get someone at night as well, because we're going to want to follow people through this journey and see what happens, when we get patients coming in. So let's do that. So we've got 2 doctors in a day and we've got 1 doctor at night. We're going to get a receptionist for the day. So let's go for Charles. And at night we'll go for Linda. Now it's worth saying that I have staffed some of the other departments like internal medicine, general surgery, ICU, labs, radiology and emergency, just so we start getting some patients coming through the door. Right, so nurses and doctors, we don't need any separate teams because we haven't got separate stuff like surgeries or special procedures units. So we can kind of just get, whatever doctors and nurses we want, really. But again, I am going to go with advanced diagnosis. So let's get Thomas. Let's go for John. So let's go 2 in the day, 2 at night, and let's see how that goes. Let's get Christopher, and then we're also going to go for, I don't know, Jordan. So 2 in the day, 2 at night. I think we'll do the same with nurses, but we might say that some are just for transport. The nurses aren't being transported, but they are transporting patients. So let's say that these 2 down here, oh, I don't know what happened there. One in the day, 1 at night. They're just going to be doing patient transfers. Then let's get some nurses which are really focused around that clinical care. So let's go for patient care. We're going to get another one, patient care. Then we'll get 2 which are just like general, I think. Like kind of do both was my idea. Let's maybe get you doing just patient care because you got the clinical nurse specialism quite high. Okay, let's go for another one with just patient care. Let's do it. Look at all the hedonists. I don't know how you pronounce that. Whatever. Words. Hashtag words. And let's get you. I'm just so excited to see patients, guys. You can probably tell. Right. And then we need some people in the cardiography unit back here. Let's go you. And you. Right. Okay. There we go. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward until we see our very first patient for infectious diseases. That did not take very long. We have Mr. Daniel Wright just here, who is coming into the infectious diseases department. So we're going to follow Daniel in the first stage through his journey, and hopefully he'll have an interesting diagnosis journey. That's what I hope. I hope that we haven't got someone that's just really simple, but let's have a look because this is the first time I'm seeing this as well, guys. Okay, so Daniel's come in because he's suffering from Ebola, which is a tick-borne lymphadenopathy, which is a tick-borne rictiosis, hashtag words, relatively common in Central Europe and caused by Rickettsia slovakia, which I assume is some type of tick. Okay, so we actually already know what's wrong with Daniel. So we are going to have quite a simple one, which is fine at first. We're going to see how this goes. So there's nothing here telling me that it's massively infectious. I believe that it tells you if something is really easily communicable, so really easily passed from one person on to another person. So what we're going to do is we're going to say yes, we're confident that's his diagnosis, and he needs azithromycin, which is an antibiotic used to fight various bacterial infections. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play here. I don't think anyone else has come in yet, so we've got some time just to have a look at Daniel and see what's going on, and hopefully we're going to get some more complicated cases. So Daniel's going to see Daniel. So I'm going to say that we're confident that is Ebola. We have got someone here. Let's have a quick look. Susan, yes. So we're going to want to have a look at Susan because we're not sure what's wrong with Susan. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to keep her here. So let's have a look at Daniel. Then when Susan goes to reception, that's the point where we should be able to say that we want to control her journey through this department. So I assume he's going to get his antibiotics. We're going to say that Susan is controlled by us. We don't want anyone, taking away our dignity that we can treat Susan. We don't need anyone's help, guys, do we? So Daniel's actually gone. So that's it done. So now we can focus on Susan here. So Susan, hello, I'm Brad. Nice to meet you. Right. So it could be a whole host of different infectious diseases. Now, if I pause the game, let's have a look at these. Did these say if they are particularly infectious or not? No. Okay, I thought it told you, but we might see it a little bit later. I thought these said on it in like kind of like orange writing if they were overly infectious, but that's okay. So let's have a look at our good old chart. So we know that she's suffering from fatigue, abdominal pain, muscle and joint pain, nausea, all those kind of things we know she's suffering from. So at the moment there's a very, very slight chance, and it's more probable that it's American trypanosomiasis. Hashtag words. This is going to get me sounding like a right idiot with my pronunciation, isn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to do some really simple tests first, like temperature measurement, physical exam, all that stuff that's really, really simple. Abdomen we'll have a look at. Those really simple bits and bobs. So let's speed up time whilst Richard is doing those. So here we've got a patient who's just chilling out, looking at the stars really. Are you going to talk to the receptionist, Margaret? I don't know what Margaret's doing really. Okay, right, so we've actually whittled it down to acute hepatitis E or hepatitis B, and it's completely 50-50. So let's have a look. We could do an LFT, so liver function test. We could do speech listening, and we could also do serological testing. So let's do speech, because again that's none actually, zero discomfort. So let's do that. Is that going to give us a clue? No. Okay, let's get rid of all these little bits and bobs down here. So that told us nothing. Can we do blood test, physical exam, urine analysis? Fast. Right, let's do, I think I'm going to have to do blood draw, and let's do USG. Do I want to do a differential? And let's also do a differential. Let's just do all of these, just so we really know what's wrong with Susan. Now, Margaret, are you going to talk to our receptionist here, or are you just going to be chilling out? Well, we've got Casey here. He could... Oh, here we go. Look, here we go. This is what I thought we had. So can you see that here it says COVID-19, infectious diseases, and in orange writing it says highly contagious. So I'm not sure, what do we do? Do we have to say, so valley fever isn't highly contagious, malaria is not highly contagious, as we know. So do I have to hospitalise him and isolate him now? I mean it's my opinion really, but my opinion would be that we hospitalise him now, because he could have COVID-19, which obviously we know is highly contagious, and if you have underlying respiratory issues or other health issues, it can be really, really quite fatal. So let's see how it goes. What we're going to do is we're going to do some really fast tests to see if it is COVID-19. So let's do temperature measurement. Right, what do we know? So an ELISA. Okay, so an immune test would tell us straight away. We'd see dehydration, which we'll know by his physical exam. So let's do physical exam and temperature measurement now, just to see what's going on. Because I don't know if we're going to have to hospitalise him, because he could be giving it to Margaret right now, and we have absolutely no idea. So she could have Zika, which again is highly contagious. So let's just make sure that physical exam gets done. Right, can we get a doctor to have a look at Casey really fast, please? Because he could have something really, really quite contagious. So we're going to do, we've just done the temperature measurement, now we're doing the physical exam. Right, so we know it's not COVID-19, which is good, because we've now not got a contagious disease. So now we're going to do serological testing. We can also do blood test, abdomen palpitation we can do, chest, and we'll do an ELISA. Well, actually no, let's not do that until we know that the chest isn't going to come back with anything that we need to do. Let's have a look. Looks like that's been done now, and it's not told us anything. So now we can do ELISA, blood draw, serological, all of those lab tests. Then that's going to be Casey done. We don't really worry about Casey, because I'd like to concentrate on Margaret, but I'm not sure where she's gone. Has she gone home? Yes, so she must have been treated already. So now that Margaret's gone, Oh, she's actually here, look. She's actually fulfilling needs. So she hasn't gone home. Why did Margaret didn't come up in my chart? Why did Margaret not come up here? I'm not sure. Well, she's currently sat on the toilet. So, Margaret, so you have either Ebola, which of course is highly contagious, or Marburg. So Ebola is an Ebola virus caused by Ebola viruses spread by direct contact. Marburg is actually it actually affects humans and non-human pyrates caused by a Marburg virus. So either the Marburg virus or Raven and Raven actually needs antisense therapy. Ebola is experimental serums. So we're going to get Margaret controlled by us. So she would have some kind of muscle pain which was not found during the physical exam. Vomiting, physical exam, CBC. Okay, so let's do CBC because that's medium discomfort. Then let's do. Then we're going to want to do some kind of RT-PCR. Let's do that and ELISA now, just so you know. It's 12:15, day 1. We're going to want to make sure that we really find a fast diagnosis for Margaret. So let's follow her. I assume she's off to the lab to give her specimens. See, I just think, I don't know how it's going to work, because if she has got Ebola, is she not just spreading it all around by touching door handles and stuff, going through the hospital? I'm not too sure. But she's going to the doctor now. Is that Casey? I think that's Casey, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so Margaret. Are we now going to find out if she has Ebola or Marburg? Possibly. Possibly, guys. Because we haven't got anyone in our isolation ward, do we? Or our regular ward? No. Okay. So we haven't got any hospitalised patients at the moment. Now, is this a new patient over here? She's in a critical state. Right, so she's got hypovolemia. She needs an IV infusion, which we can give. Does she need to be... So she does need to be... I'm going to put her in isolation because she could have Ebola. So let's isolate her. Then we're going to give her the drugs. I don't think I'm going to give her tranquilizers yet, but we are going to give her the IV infusion. Control by player, add a favourite so we can get to her down by here. Susan Clark's over here. We're actually still not sure what's wrong with Susan. I assume she's going through her tests though. What she had done, there she's a blood test. We're still waiting on the blood test to come back. And a few other bits. Yeah, I thought Margaret was going to collapse. So Margaret's collapsing. Let's get someone there ASAP. And let's get her, she's going to the ICU now. She is, I mean, I'd rather her go, she's going to the trauma centre actually. I'd rather have gone to the isolation unit. Because she could now be spreading Ebola all around the hospital. These are starting to calm down. Oh my god, now Casey's collapsing. He's got valley fever, which needs fluconazole. So he's actually in our regular ward here. So let's give him... So we're not sure what's causing... He's got one hidden symptom still. Oh, look at the nurses in the masks and gloves. That's cool. Right, so... anticholinergics are going to do the excessive sweating. But he still could be suffering from something that was... No, we're still not sure of all of his symptoms. So... I mean, it's tough really, isn't it? Because we don't know all these other symptoms. Which is a shame. Procedure to finish for Susan. She's got acute hepatitis A, which needs supportive therapy. So that's Susan sorted out. She can be controlled by doctors now. Margaret has got Marburg. Okay, that's good. So she has not got Ebola. So let's get her some antisense therapy. What is that? A form of treatment for genetic disorders. Yeah, I thought so. So synthesizing a strand of RNA DNA will turn off a specific gene. Okay, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Right, so Susan's sorted out. Right, so I think that then will be Margaret sorted. Now Casey is still in isolation unit. She needs to be for surgery. Supportive therapy. I didn't know she needed to have surgery. I mean, acute hepatitis is not highly contagious. So let's go regular. And we'll give her these other drugs as well. But I don't know why it says before surgery, not sure. Right, so Casey, yes, got valley fever, so he should be having his antifungal, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Okay. It looks like we have no other patients yet. Guys. So we've done... So serological testing is still being done. So that could provide another symptom. Could. But it might not. Right, so whilst we're waiting to see what's going to happen with Casey, I mean, he's currently just chilling out, hospitalised, filling free time. Fair enough, Casey, you do what you want, my old son. What I thought we could do is have a look at some of the new items, just to have a little bit of a peek. So this is a new bed, I believe. This is, oh no, it is the modern hospital bed. And then we've also got in here, this is the sanitary equipment. So intended for isolation rooms to cover basic hygiene for the patients. Then next to it we've got a life monitor. Now I think this is new, isn't it? I mean, we've had life monitors before, but this is a new life monitor. It's actually cheaper than the old one, and obviously controls the vital signs of the patients. Then on this right hand side by the bed we've got a mechanical ventilator. Obviously very common in the news at the moment because of COVID-19. You know, lots of patients go on ventilation, so that's very interesting as well. So now you've got the bed sockets behind the bed there. So yeah, so we've actually got like the isolation walls. Like, so it's not a wall, it's actually an object that you build your wards out of. So that's very interesting. Then you've got a wall cabinet. I don't think we've actually got any here. So we can actually get some now, look. I can't go there because of an object. So the wall cabinet provides protection against all diseases caused by pathogens that can be transmitted through the air. Okay, and we've got corner cabinets. Look how cool they are. I did see them over in these common rooms. Look at the corner cabinets. Look how cool they look. I absolutely love the corner cabinets. They look amazing. I'm so excited they've brought those into the game. Then we've got like quarantine signs. We've got caution signs which are out here by the door. So you can see it's just here with a brand new door. So this is the biohazard door. So you've got a single version. And there's also the double version, and you've also got a door with an oval window. Let's actually see where I can place this, just so we can see it. So let's just pop it there. So we've actually got a new door there. There are no new windows, so that's it. Are there any new walls? No. New floors? I don't believe so. The new ambulance. I forgot about the new ambulance, guys. How could I forget about the new ambulance? Have I got any ambulance parking? I will have to get into ambulance parking, won't we? Right. So, does this have to be attached to the road? It does, doesn't it? So, can I have this? I don't know where I want to actually pop this. Can I pop it like here? If we deleted all of that, delete that sign there, delete all of that up to there, and can we get it in here like so? And then here we'll go for well, this, look, I know this isn't very realistic. This is basically not a parking lot anymore. You can no longer park here. How stupid of you to think you could park here. And then there's a road there actually. Oh, there's a road there. So if I undo that, can I undo? No, I can't. Well, there we go. That's going to stay like that. Right, so we could get in the new ambulances. Look how cool these look. They actually haven't unlocked yet because obviously I've got to go through the different insurance things. But they're so cool. What do I need to do to get ambulances? I think I need to treat loads of patients, I think. So we'll get them when we can, guys. We'll get them when we can. So let's have a look at the rest of the new objects. So that's that. And there are no new elevators, I imagine. No. So those are the new objects for the isolation unit. Have we got any new... Oh yeah, we have a chartboard. Oh, look how cool that looks. So we've actually got one here, look. We've got a square coffee table. Let's go somewhere else where we can actually see these items. We've got a square coffee table. We've got disinfectant tools. That looks cool. We've got new posters like infections here. We've got that one. We've got a malaria. I think we had... Do we have... No, I don't think we had malaria, did we? And then we've also got the, you know, the slides that we've already seen, the caution and the quarantine. No new outside objects. And obviously we'll have the new decals for the new rooms. So what have we got here? We've got the new bench, which look amazing. We've got the isolation air door. So let's go back upstairs and we'll keep having a look through these items. So this is the isolation air door, which looks amazing. So if I go to the isolation unit, so isolation air door is a negative airflow system used to reduce the risk of airborne contamination of the surrounding facilities. That looks amazing. And next up is like some disinfectant, a little folder holder. It looks awesome, it really does. So what other new items have we got? Now I did say we've got the new stretchers. So if we went here, we could delete these stretchers and get in these. Look at these new stretchers. So these are stretchers obviously used to transport a mobile patient. Look how cool they look. I love these because they're a lot more, well, not a lot more, but I think they're more UK based. I think these are used more in the UK in ambulances because they fold up really easily. And then these are more, you know, of the stretchers used around the hospital to transport patients across wards, that kind of thing. So let's go downstairs again to our little bit here and let's just see if we can see anything more that's different. Autopsy equipment, no. I might miss a few things, but it looks like obviously we've got the stretchers here. We've got germicidal lamps, which we had, life monitor, which we've seen. Nothing crazy new here. Obviously the sanitary equipment helps I put that the right way around. So yeah, there are a few new items. Isolation door. Looks like the corner cabinet, as we've seen. Drug shelves. Isolation AC. Ooh. Air conditioning provides filtered fresh air and higher comfort for isolated patients. Projector screen. Yeah, these are the ones that were buggy. So I'm not sure why, but projector screen bugs to half a stretcher. Obviously not sure why that happens, but it's a bit strange. And it was happening with basically a few bits, so like the magazines was a projector screen, so not sure why. So let's get rid of all of those items. So, do we have any idea what's wrong with Casey? Casey! Oh, look, that serological testing revealed fatigue, I think it revealed. So, I mean, he's okay. I'm surprised he's kind of this bad, but we're going to give him some rest for the muscle and joint pain. So valley fever is also called coccidioidomycosis, an infection caused by fungus coccidioides that lives in the soil of southwestern US, Mexico and Central and South America. Awesome. Okay, so Casey, we know exactly what's wrong with you now, my friend. So obviously he's still getting his anti-fungals there. So have we got anyone else that's coming into the department? It is quite quiet, I will say that. It is quite quiet. Because this is it Susan? Yeah, Susan's got that, obviously hepatitis E as well. Okay, brilliant. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave this episode here for today. Please don't fret, there are going to be tons of videos coming out over the next few weeks, having a look at all of these different new items, new diseases, new infections. So excited to really explore everything new within this DLC. So guys, thank you very much for watching today. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very shortly in the next episode. See you later. Thank you very much for watching the video guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day, see you later.